How much does a virtual assistant cost is the question of many, but the answer is not certain. More global businesses are recognizing the value of hiring a virtual assistant, but they cannot move forward with the idea of due to cost constraint. There are many things to consider before setting the budget to hire a virtual assistant. And today I Priya will guide you through the detailed cost of a virtual assistant. So let's get started. Different companies have different expectations of virtual assistant services. The cost solely depends on the requirements. Besides, a virtual assistant can save you approximately 70% of your overhead costs. How? Let's say you need to hire someone to take care of data entry tasks of your organization. You are confused about whether you should outsource a virtual assistant or full-time on-site employees. If you hire a virtual assistant, you only have to pay for the hours your virtual assistant works. But if you hire an on-site employee, you have to bear hiring costs, training costs, monthly fixed salary, office space and equipment costs, insurance and health benefits, holiday costs. How does a virtual assistant help your business? A lot of businesses, especially startups, can benefit from virtual assistant in several ways. Free up time and energy to focus on core business tasks, filter out emails, phone calls, calendars, social media accounts, and organize verified information for accessibility. Create and store documents including daily and monthly reports, client information, business documents, etc. Identify areas for improvement and assist in creating a smooth operational system. Help with the financial management of business to stay aligned with the financial goals. Virtual assistant versus on-site employees. Which is cheaper? A virtual assistant is undoubtedly a cheaper option compared to an in-house employee. After the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020, most companies adopted remote or hybrid work methods. The pandemic has taught employees one common thing: having on-site employees can be a burden sometimes. Many businesses has no remote working setup. They will have to pay their employees because of the full-time employment contract. Even after the pandemic, people no longer want to go back to the traditional office system. Now, I will tell you some of the facts that make virtual assistant a cheaper option than on-site employees. Pay per hour pricing. You do not have to pay for your employees' leisure hour. Pay only for the time your assistant has worked for you. You cannot have this flexibility with an on-site full-time employee. Replacement flexibility. You may not be able to terminate full-time employees even though they are underperforming. You keep paying their salaries but receive no outcome. When it comes to virtual assistant, you can replace them at any time. No training costs. You do not have to arrange any training session for the virtual assistant. They offer their services based on their expertise. Thus, they do not require any training unlike on-site employees. You will save the training costs. Factors affecting the cost of a virtual assistant. Experience. Experienced virtual assistant can handle challenges more efficiently, contributing your growth. While they may be more expensive, their expertise ensure professionals error-free work with maximum returns. Services and skills. The cost varies based on the required services. Virtual assistants for technical tasks demand higher pay compared to those for data entry. A general virtual assistant in the US may charge $10 to $60 per hour, depending on the service. Offshoring to countries like the Philippines, Vietnam, India, and Bangladesh can reduce costs significantly. Now, we are going to compare the cost of different virtual services. Point to be noted, all the costs are approximated based on the United States market. Real estate virtual assistant. A real estate virtual assistant is required to have certain industry knowledge. The cost of hiring differ due to the specialized qualifications. The cost for this type of virtual assistant is $34 to $45 per hour. Virtual administrative assistant. From data entry to schedules management, a virtual administrative assistant can carry out all the routine tasks you have on your plate that don't require your expertise. The cost for this type of virtual assistant is $18 to $35 per hour. Data entry virtual assistant. A data entry virtual assistant sorts and manages all the data of a company. The cost of this type of virtual assistant is $8 to $25 per hour. Website management virtual virtual assistant. The cost for this type of virtual assistant is $20 to $40 per hour. E-commerce virtual assistant. This kind of virtual assistant costs $17 to $50 per hour. Graphic design virtual assistant. The cost of this type of virtual assistant is $25 to $100 per hour. Digital marketing virtual assistant. A virtual assistant for digital marketing remotely handles marketing tasks for a business. Hiring a digital marketing virtual assistant is cheaper than hiring on-site marketing executives. The cost for this type of virtual assistant is $20 to $80 per hour. Healthcare virtual assistant. The cost of this type of virtual assistant is $10 to $90 per hour. Connecting businesses, employers, and skilled freelancers. Regarding virtual assistant services, Upwork offers a diverse pool of professionals to be hired on full-time, part-time, or contractual work at your desired budget. In 2016, average spending per employee in the BPO industry was $25.95, rising to $40.02 in 2014. This increase reflects the growing demand for BPO services and higher pay rates. To stay competitive, many Asian countries now offer affordable virtual assistants, costing less than those in Europe and America. How to hire a virtual assistant. Prepare a list of tasks that require attention and compile the documents. Compose a job posting that clearly indicates eligibility criteria, daily task, deadlines, salary, and benefit to maintain transparency on both ends. Once you have received several applications and called in a few for official interviews, focus less on degrees and generic interview questions found through Google search. Instead, you may focus on their strengths and what they can offer to your company. Many BPO companies offer free trials so that you can dip your toes before committing fully. So, conduct a trial run firsthand and then move to hiring and delegating daily tasks to your preferred virtual assistant. Task and hiring process online. Compile documents. Prepare a list of tasks needing attention. Organize necessary documents. Job posting, eligibility criteria, specific skills and experience required, daily tasks, outline daily responsibilities, deadline, provide clear timeline for application submission and task completion. Salary and benefits, clearly state compensation and perks. Interview process, shortlist candidates based on applications. Focus interviews on candidates' strengths and contributions rather than degrees and generic questions. Trial run. Utilize free trial offered by BPO companies. Conduct a hand-on trial run before committing. Hiring and delegation. Hire the preferred virtual assistant. Delegate daily tasks based on the trial performance. Hire a cost-effective virtual assistant from ASL BPO. At ASL BPO, we believe the right candidate makes a huge difference. We strive to provide the best virtual assistants for your business. For any queries, don't hesitate to our sales team or leave an email to schedule an appointment. That's all for today, everyone. Thank you so much.